What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Don't Forget About Me, the Supernova version, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, let's talk about Tasoshi Numbers, because we are now about 3 days into this voucher promo card sale, and we've spent collectively, or we've burned collectively, about 717,000 vouchers. Now, again, 3 days out of 3 months, so we're like 1%. Sorry, that's not even the right amount. But we're very, like, we still have plenty of time to go. But we've only burned about 20% of the vouchers that we'll need to burn in order just to stay flat, right? Now, the thing is, voucher prices have still spiked up. We're at 2.6, 2.7 cents, which, again, higher traditionally than we've seen at all since we've pivoted over to this voucher promo card kind of streamlined utility. But the thing is, what I'm hearing, again, just kind of like we keep my ear to the ground. I heard Mondroid. I've seen some things in Discord. You know, Tasoshi is just not as exciting as many, definitely not as exciting as someone like Keelan Gates. Now, maybe something will come out to make Tasoshi even cooler, right? Obviously, Draco-shan is one of the bloodlines that seemed underrepresented or at least underutilized in the new bloodline mechanic. So I don't know, something cool could come out with that, where maybe there's like a cool pairing or a cool synergy with one of the airdrop cards, maybe with one of the I guess the reward cards won't be out in time, but you understand my point, right? Where something might come up and all of a sudden people find like a really cool combo. But as I said earlier, it doesn't seem to be Keelan Gaines. Keelan Gaines is an awesome card, and I think a lot of people really like that. Now, here's the thing. In terms of like looking at the numbers for Tasoshi, what I was running, right, is if we were to burn the 3.6 million vouchers, right, so we need to burn another almost 3.2 or whatever it is from here. So 720,000, we need to burn whatever that is, 3.6 million, so about 2.9 million or so. Don't get me on the math, please. You know where I'm coming from. So if whatever we need to burn, the remainder on this would be, we would essentially have 313 maxed copies, right? I think it's like 14,000 plus BCX that would essentially drill down or combine into 313 max copies. So do we have that amount of players that really, really want this card? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to know, right? But obviously, there's a potential long tail there of people who maybe want the card at lower levels. But I would say that until we can see, like, you know, some kind of consistency on like, hey, the top 300 players in the game really want this card max level. Again, I don't know if we're gonna see that. My expectation, and I'm not trying to be bearish just to be bearish here, but my expectation, my hope is that we will see that over time. But I think, since we're 3 days into this already, we've seen the initial hype, we've seen the initial wave come in. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that this is anywhere near as high as like the initial wave for someone like Keelan or even Ulfgar, right? We saw a lot of vouchers burned in that first couple of days and weeks, and then things tailed off. So the fact that things have tailed off now, or at least seemingly so, right? We're only 20% of the way there. Whereas before we'd probably be over a million or 1.5, and then it'd be really slow the rest of the time. My guess is that we probably won't see too much voucher purchasing from here, but I think what's holding the price up is the fact that people want this card, and they know that they're going to get the vouchers to get it, but it's like, okay, I want this card. I'm a collector of the game. I like the fact that owning assets, either SPS or the node licenses, is going to get me these assets, but I don't need it right now. I don't need to go out and spend, right, buy, and again, be subject to that 10% fee within the liquidity pools. I don't need to go out and buy vouchers in order to have this card right away, right? I can go in and just wait. I can just wait. So I have 90 days or 87 days, we'll call it, and I will just get the vouchers, and slowly over time, I'll level up the card as I get it. Which means, and this is where, I think things could be interesting, that we're not going to see as much sell pressure, or at least we're not seeing as much sell pressure right now, right? Once that initial wave is done and people start selling off and they have what they need, then sure. But my hope is that we continue this trend of an increasing voucher price over time, of an actually deflating voucher circulating supply over time, right? So total vouchers spent is 11.1 million. I'll do a separate video. Actually, I think I already covered the vouchers in the ecosystem. I think it was like 12.6 million. In fact, hold on, let me pull it up here on a separate window if I can. and it's not going to be cooperative with me. It was 12.6 million, right? Just not too long ago, whenever I put out the video covering that. Oh, there we go. So 12.6 million is what we had previously. We've burned about 700,000, a little bit over 700,000, but obviously we mint, keep in mind, we mint 40,000 per day. So in 2.5 days, we're already back like 100,000. So let's see, vouchers, what I'm showing here is 12.4, right? 12 point, or a little bit under 12.5 million at this point. So whenever I did that video, maybe even last week, we've already kind of recovered from that point already. So at this point, my expectation is that we will see the voucher price tail off over time. But I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think of this card? It doesn't seem like people are as impressed with it. It doesn't have like any kind of crazy new ability. It doesn't seem like, it's not like a dual element card. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand how people are viewing this. Whenever I play practice games or challenges, I'm not necessarily rushing to it. But like I said, I do wonder if maybe I think the first conflict airdrop is going to be a dragon card, and maybe there'll be a cool synergy with that one. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.